Dumoulin or Edmondson or Mikey Anderson. I'm not sure how the coach wants to play the three different pairs, but have some veteran players to play with the young players and help them grow into more important players on the team. And Quentin Byfield is probably the most important of all those because he's a center iceman and has the potential to be a number one or a number two at worst in this league.
There's no question that, as you just mentioned, the succession plan for Kopitar, you watch in the playoffs, you still rely on them heavily here, but the mention of centermans in general and the shortage, there's a lot of free agents still out there, Ken Holland, but every team seems to be looking for center icemen. Where are you long-term, well past Kopitar on the search for number ones and twos?
Well, most of those guys are got to be drafted and developed. I guess if the odd guy hits the unrestricted market, they don't last very long. That's why Quentin Byfield is really important. That's why we need to develop Turcotte, see if he can kind of develop into going up the ladder. The coaching staff feels here that LaFerriere, who's been a right winger all his career, was really good defensively. That they might some nights give him an opportunity to play center and see how he looks. But ultimately, those guys like Kopitar, they're drafted in the top 5. They seem to spend their whole career with one team and maybe later in their career move. We'll see. I'm kind of focused on this year, but certainly long term, that's going to be Danault's 33, Kopitar's 37, and center ice positions are really important on the team. And for now, we're in a good spot, but we'll see what we can do going forward.
Ken, how does the success of the Florida Panthers change how you feel? Like, has your philosophy on team building changed over the years? I know a lot of teams now are looking at the Panthers and being like, oh, wow, they're heavy and they hit. Do we need to be like that? Does Florida's success in the playoffs change anything for you, or have you changed the way you like teams built over the years at all?
Well, I've always liked big, heavy teams. I think if you look at the moves when I made in Edmonton, bringing in Hyman and Kane and Perry and Ekholm, big guys that can play the game. So we got a young player here, Liam Greentree, that's 6'3", 6'3.5", 215 pounds. I just met with him this morning. He's going to go back to spend all summer. He's got another year as junior to go in the OHL. They've done a good job here in drafting. Woolley, who was a late round pick, 6'4" defenseman that plays in London of the OHL, helped them win the Memorial Cup. I think ideally you'd like to have your team, your theme big and heavy, and that allows some undersized players or smaller players to really have more room to be successful. So certainly the Florida Panthers have the blueprint right now. Great job by Bill Zito and the staff. They're big, they're heavy, they're hard. They go to the net hard. They're the team to beat, and I think most teams are trying to, when teams win championships, and now they've won 2 in a row, they become the role model.
Ken, before I think any team in the West can think about beating the Florida Panthers, in particular the LA Kings, I have to figure out a way to get through the Edmonton Oilers. So I assume you have all the secrets now moving forward. The next time that they meet, you basically took one away from them in Corey Perry. But besides Connor McDavid here, what are some of the things that could get them over the hump the next time they perhaps meet again?
Well, first off, we're going to have to have a good year and make the playoffs. I'm always nervous about making the playoffs. That's not a given. So, number one, you got to make the playoffs. And then, like I said, as I look at our team, part of this is, Dumoulin's a big guy. Perry's a big guy, goes to the blue paint. Armia's a bigger guy. Cody Ceci, we've tried to sign some people that are big people. Need some growth from our younger people, the guys that I've mentioned. And then if everything goes good, when you get to the trade deadline, then you got to maybe try to make a move to add to it. But, if you're going to be the last team standing, you got to be able to beat anybody, not just one team. But certainly Edmonton's gone to the finals 2 years in a row in the West, and they're showing that they're the best team in the West, and the West goes through Edmonton. But that's a long, long way away. We're talking 8-9 months away.
Ken, you gonna bother going back to the Okanagan now that you signed with LA and just hang out in Manhattan Beach? What's the Okanagan got on that?
Well, this Manhattan Beach, you know what, as a visiting manager, we come in, we land, and we bus downtown, and we stay downtown. The JW Marriott goes across the street and fly home the next day. There's a whole world out here that's they've never seen before. Manhattan Beach and Redondo and Hermosa Beach, and you know, it's 15 minutes, you know, from our practice facility to where everybody lives. There's no real traffic, so it's unbelievable, and I'm excited to be here, and looking forward to getting going in September.
Pull out the roller skates. You got roller skates
and a surfboard.
Doing curls on the beach.
Hey. Roller blade down to the beach and then take the surfboard for a trip.
Most important, where's your new golf membership?
Well, the good news is I've had some people reach out to me, so I'm going to be America's guest when I go play.
That's the way to do it.
You owe me a round. we did a home, but I haven't got his home yet.
Yeah, he's been home and home, so I still owe you a home game.
Thank you, Ken. Really appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck moving forward here. And in no time, we'll be back in training camp. All the best, Ken.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks a lot.
Kenny Holland, one of the good ones, the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Riviera,
but it's a lifestyle out there.
LACC.
Let's be honest. If that job opportunity comes up with that same team in that same division, but it's in a different city, he's not there.
I think that's right.
Everybody keeps telling me that they would have had the highest price for Mitch Martin.
King?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you should have probably asked.
I mean, he was right there.
I know he was right there.
Literally 1 second
What do
ago,
you
you
think
could
he's
ask.
going to say?
Wow, we can't comment on another team's player.
But
We had an offer out there.
God, you know, every time when I was, of course, in my prime, single, the schedule would come out. It'd be, when are we in LA?
Yeah.
When are we in LA? And how long have we got? Is it one night or 2 nights? And
ideally, you'd like to have 2 games with a day off in between.
Oh, it was like the NHL's Disneyland.
Well, what year was it that the Leafs had a really good team and they went to the California trip with a good group, and Matthews, Marner, Nylander, those guys were just awful. They got skunked on the trip, and it's like, that makes sense.
I think that was early.
Yeah,
that was
like
early.
Leafs first year.
No, because it was. I remember they lost the Ducks in overtime, and the Ducks were horrendous. And we came back. We were firing.
There was
mad about that one.
There was this one story in the 90s when the Leafs were on an extended road trip in California, and they rented a car and went through a drive-through and got held up while they were waiting for their hamburgers.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. A few of them were at gunpoint.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, my favorite
That
trip
old
story.
White Castle, I think, did them in.
My favorite is when the Phil Kessel Sunburn Florida trips are always my favorite. Whenever like they'd have a day off and they'd show him on the bench and he's just beat. I'm like, oh, we got no chance.
-5.
We got no chance tonight. He's
The
been
worst I've
fishing
ever
and
seen is
golfing.
Adam Graves, who just, is Mr. like perfect. He just never screws up. But this one day, he came in and I'm like, "Were you bobbing for French fries?" His face was like,
It's actually funny
Pretty
to
rad.
see it more.
Who was it that we had on that was like, you were hammering him for being sunburned? Oh, it was
Doug Armstrong.
Doug Armstrong.
"Oh yeah, Doug."
They were just at the NHL general managers meeting. He had the something about Mary thing you said.
Did you